Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zak Not Kyle, or Zak for short, and today we're discussing why Illaoi is one of the most important characters outside of the meta in League of Legends. Illaoi has historically been one of the only times that League of Legends decided to not use a conventionally attractive body type and change things up for more diversity in their game. For this reason and many more, Illaoi is easily one of the better champions in terms of design, lore, representation, and more for League of Legends. So let's talk about it. Before I start though, my Discord is finally open for you guys to join for funsies, so head on over there and we'll have a good old kiki. I'm also on other platforms like Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, so follow me over there for some tomfoolery on your timelines. Go ahead and subscribe to me, it really means a lot, and thank you so much for that. And with that, let's hop into the wonders of Illaoi's design. When looking at Illaoi as a design first and foremost, let's look at her tentacles, the main aspect of her kit. Her tentacles look menacing and that's perfect and match her color palette nicely with an air of otherworldliness because of the opacity in them. Her design along with that is really good. Her hair isn't just normal long hair either. The sides are shaved for a mohawk effect and then a long wavy hairstyle in the back, which is amazing. There's a great complementary color scheme with muted tones that is so gorgeous. You have an olive, umber, burgundy, and golden palette to work with here. Here's what it looks like. You can see that there's rusted and jaded tones that have a lot of usage and it's so fun to see work together. But now we're gonna look at her amazing lore because wow, it is so great. Her lore is actually really fun, and if they ever do come out with a full book on the League of Legends universe, I hope her lore, specifically her bio, is there. And now it's time for a completely not at all obligatory League lore reading. Thank you, echoey voice in the corner of my room. Illaoi's powerful physique is dwarfed only by her indomitable faith. As the prophet of the Great Kraken, she uses a huge golden idol to rip her foes' spirits from their bodies and shatter their perception of reality. All who challenge the truth bearer of Nagakaburos, I can say Nakaburos just fine, I can't say soon apparently. All who challenge the truth bearer of Nagakaburos soon discover Illaoi never battles alone. The god of the Serpent Isles fights by her side. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the tentacle hentai joke? Where is it? I can't find it, but I know it's there! All who encounter Illaoi are struck by her presence. An intense woman, the priestess is fully committed to the experience of living. She takes what she wants, destroys what she hates, and revels in everything she loves. However, to truly know Illaoi, you must understand the religion she has devoted her life to. Nagakaburos, the deity of her faith, is usually depicted as an enormous serpent head with tentacles spiraling around it in endless motion, with no beginning and no end. Also called the Mother Serpent, the Great Kraken, or even the Bearded Lady, I'm getting Greatest Showman flashbacks. Nagakaburos is the Serpent Isles god of life, ocean, storms, and motion. The literal translation of its name is the unending monster that drives the sea and sky. Central to the religion's theology are the three tenets. Every spirit was born to serve the universe, desire was built into every living being by the universe only moves towards its destiny when living creatures chase their desires. Nagakaburos is actually a really fun religion that I really wish was expanded on in the lore. However, what we're given with it is pretty solid and it's great so far, so maybe Riot can expand on it. Lesser priestesses are tasked with maintaining temples, calling holy serpents, and teaching people the ways of Nagakaburos. As the religion's truth bearer, Illaoi's role is to serve the god directly by unblocking the flow of the universe. To this end, she has two sacred responsibilities. The first duty of a truth bearer is to be the spearhead in the war against undeath. Having fallen outside of the normal flow of the universe, the undead are considered an abomination against Nagakaburos. While it is the responsibility of every priestess of the Kraken to protect the indigenous population from the harrowing, a truth bearer directly engages its most powerful spirits and drives the Black Mist back. Black Mist, Viego? Illaoi hates Viego? We have to stand a girl who hates self-absorbed, nasally voiced, poorly designed incels. Queen! Second, Illaoi is tasked with seeking out individuals of great potential and challenging them with the test of Nagakaburos. This task is the burden Illaoi's title reflects. With her massive holy relic, the Eye of God, imagine having a weapon that's just the Eye of God, that sounds lit. The truth bearer strips the subject's spirit from their body, then forces them to stand against her to prove their worth. She does this knowing those who fail will be completely annihilated, for the Great Kraken has no tolerance for cowardice, doubt, or restraint. But destruction is never the goal. Survivors of the ordeal are forever changed and often find they will pursue their true destiny. The Nagakaburos really says, guess what, flop? And then smick smack patty whacks the mortals, Barbara. And if you die, well, whoopsies? Though Illaoi is the most powerful and respected truth bearer in 100 generations, it is where she has broken the traditions of her faith that speaks the most about her. Having completed her training as a truth bearer and at the height of her power, Illaoi left the golden temples of Buru for the squalor of nearby Bilgewater. The pirate city is the only place foreigners are permitted on the Serpent Isles, viewed as a fetid gutter by Illaoi's people. Previous truth bearers ignored the city and viewed the arriving foreigners as little better than untouchables. Illaoi broke with the tradition when she chose to protect the residents of Bilgewater from the harrowing, or even more controversially when she decided that some of its residents had souls worthy of the great test. Despite this, only a handful of temples have been opened in the city, and very few Peilangi, islander slang for the residents of mainlander descent, have ever been permitted inside. Regardless, it is Illaoi who has brought the widespread awareness of the Mother Serpent to Bilgewater, and it is her indomitable spirit that has brought her religion into favor there. Rumors persist that Bilgewater's most bloodthirsty and infamous pirate had his heart broken by the towering priestess. To anyone who has ever met her, this is no surprise. Illaoi's rough manner belies subtle intelligence, strength, and even a magnetic confidence. Illaoi is over here breaking hearts, breaking knees, and breaking cross-island boundaries. What a legend. Many seek Illaoi's favor and welcome her to Bilgewater, yet everyone fears being tested by the Kraken's prophet. There can be no rest, cause we are the motion. From the 20 Wisdoms of Nagakaburos. Great move from Riot's lore writing squad Rio for adding on a bit of her religious scripts at the end to really round off this bio insanely well. Good job, Rito. So the rest of what I'm saying here is in the game or in the short story The Burden, which is Illaoi's main other story other than her bio. It's a fun, hair-raising tale of Illaoi finally siding with Gangplank to take Bilgewater. Illaoi had a relationship with Gangplank that she ended via choosing her religion over the relationship. After the events of The Burden, in which her religious figure she serves, Nagakaburos, tries to murder Gangplank in a test, but Gangplank survives and Illaoi allies with him in his fight to take Bilgewater. She also has a crush on Braum apparently, which, welcome to the club sis, guilty! And Illaoi overall is a lot of bad bitch energy and green apparel that keeps you invested and wanting more. So now, moving on from her lore, we're gonna talk about Illaoi's purpose and representation. Illaoi's design is something that isn't common in the League of Legends character creation chopping block. She's one of the first notable representations of different body types in League of Legends, and one of the only females in this category. Something that's quite prominent in League is the emphasis on curvy thighs, skinny waist, breast boobs, titties, and jugs, and then occasionally they have some depth. This is why characters like Riven, Illaoi, Orianna, etc. are so refreshing. There is a level of misogyny involved with the designs of League that is crystal clear, and these characters break that down a bit. However, at this point, the community is a bit misogynistic as a whole now due to Riot's design choices. Y'all remember the controversy with Evelynn? Quote, controversy? They literally covered her stomach and everyone on the subreddit flipped their shit. Wild Rift has covered more skin on his characters like Evelynn to counteract the game's misogyny, but other Riot pieces have actually made things worse, like a low diversity in creature, beast, and unconventional champions to sell to a broader market, aka China because they get them the most money. And there's also the recent controversy with Riven's new LOR skin that is fully erasing her body type and her appearance, and Riven is one of the few unconventional League characters who is female. In fact, she's quite popular in China anyways, so I don't know why they decided to change her. But relating this back to Illaoi, she takes these standards and breaks them in half. This is a great thing, especially with Illaoi being of a different descent. Illaoi, if you didn't know, is inspired by people of Pacific Islander descent and is part of a small group of representation not only in League of Legends, not just in gaming, but in the media in general. It's a great thing to see, and Illaoi is an amazing work not just as a representative champion, but as a design and lore piece as well. This really could have gone wrong, and her design could have been poorly executed at best and racist at worst, but they did it so well and made something beautiful out of her character. Also, I am gonna link a Twitter thread with other Pacific Islander characters in case you want to check some of them out. It's a great thread, great characters, very fun, 10 out of 10. In conclusion, Illaoi is a beam of light in terms of representation, design, lore, and overall well-rounded characterization. As weird as the LOL community was with the tentacles for her and Vel'Koz equally, I'm happy that Illaoi is so well done and remains as a shining champion for this game. And with that said, that's gonna be it for today's video, so go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to become Not Kyle. If your name is Kyle, that is illegal here, as you can tell from the name of my channel. You do have to get a new birth certificate. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, sis.
I'm the exception. Back to back to back shifts for the magazine.